this person left.
Here we go.
Yo, we live.
Alright, now we can start hearing it shortly.
Let's go. We here. We in there. Let's get it. It's a little buzz.
Oh, I think the buzz is on the phones.
Just on the phone.
Can you hear us?
Yo.
We here.
Yeah, the buzz is just on the phone. Well, the phone is what they hear, so that's important.
It's important, but we're gonna have to cross the bridge when we get to it. I don't know how to fix that right now.
Fuck it. Y'all see the journey. This is live. This is what happens. Shit.
We do it live,
shit.
right?
This is real shit. You seeing this in the flesh. In the fucking... in the trench, in the gutter right now.
We really out here, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Alright, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hop on my Instagram account right now, and I think it's time to actually introduce 5 Star, bro.
Let's go crazy.
You down for that?
Go crazy.
We do it live. Yo, Tez, man. We really at the 5 Star live stream right now, bro. I think.
You see what we doing? It's that moment. It's that time. Let's get it.
I think they don't even know what we've been working on this entire time, bro. But I think they should hop in the 5 Star live stream.
Hey, tap in. It's here. Wake up.
We got a lot to be telling y'all boys, man. We have a lot to talk about. You should go to the 5 Star YouTube channel. It's pretty litty.
It's going blurry.
The video?
Yeah.
I got you. Anytime that happens, it's on.
What do you think it is, or why is that happening? Why do you think?
I don't have anyone to answer that question. I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, but it's back now. It's pure cocaine. Doing what we doing, boy. Yeah. We do that thing. I'm thinking we might have to put some of the equipment up here. Hopefully not, but we'll see what we gotta do. You know what I'm saying, Tez? Until we hire somebody, bruv, I'll figure it out. You know.
What equipment are you talking about?
That.
We'll figure this shit out.
Actually, both of these pieces. But you guys are seeing us right now in the pre-intro part of the show.
Yeah, this is the first stream before the first stream. You're seeing this shit behind the scenes, the real deal. This shit ain't always peaches and cream. We're gonna give y'all the real shit. No matter if it's ugly or fucking nice, you gonna get it.
Whether it's ugly or nice, bruh. Isn't that the truth though? Like when you're actually out here and you're building things, people gotta see how you're doing it.
Yeah.
They gotta appreciate the process. That's the way I think, Tez.
Facts. They gotta see the real shit. People can't really. Shit's not always perfect. They can't relate to that shit. You gotta see the good and the bad.
You know who I just sent this to? Kyle.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying? That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool little move that we can make right there.
Oh yeah.
But let me get this up and running.
So yeah, we out here, man. This shit, it's a process. But yeah, tune in. We're here helping men, helping women. Be the best, bro. Get clarity.
Yes, sir. All right, so looks like we did a good sound check. Looks like we did a good vid check. Everything should be up and running smoothly now. And you know what? That artwork right there that you see in the lower right-hand corner says subscribe, and I think that's what these guys should be doing. If you are the first person to see this podcast, if you're the first person to be a part of this movement, and you're one of the first subscribers, please go ahead and tweet us at 5-Star Livestream. We will not forget you. We will remember you when that time comes. Anybody who supports this live stream, you rocking with us, man, and we will take care of you. Tez, man, tell them what we're doing, bro. Tell them how we're taking care of these people right now, bro.
Tweet us, subscribe, comment. We're going to add nothing but value. This is about what the people want. Whatever you want to see, just comment and let us know. This shit is for you guys.
And on top of that, shout out to Candyman over at the Hard Rock Dare nightclub. Candyman just liked our Instagram video right here, right now, bro.
Let's go. Shout out to Candyman. Shout out to you, man. It's not even Halloween, but we shouting out to Candyman.
Facts, bro. Facts, bro. And he don't even got to do all that. He's pretty high up there, but homie's showing nothing but love to everybody, bro. And I really fuck with that, Candyman. So shout out to you, bro.
Oh yeah.
Real talk.
That's fire. Appreciate that. It's always, that's when you know the love is real, when they support from the ground up. That's when you know it's like there's nothing to gain from that. It's like, fuck it, just showing love. I always got to appreciate that. You always got to.
And you know what? I got to say, on our path, Tez, I think we've actually been pretty known for that. We've actually been showing a lot of love to a lot of people. You know, before we get into the introductions of 5-Star, why don't you go ahead and tell us, like, what made you know you had a calling in helping and supporting men?
You know, when your journey, you look back at your journey, and when you've gone through a lot of shit, then you've overcome a lot of stuff, you realize, like, what helped me can help other people. So I went through so much, learned so much, to where it's like, when I finally got that clarity and I knew I have the answers and I seen it work for myself, and I look around, I see other men, I see women, and I'm like, the same information that helped me, it has to be able to help you. So whether you use it or not, that's up to you, but it's my job, or it's my duty to give you the opportunity to give you this information. So
facts, bro. And I think that's a mega blessing. I think that the fact that you don't have to do this, you don't have to go out of your way to help men, but I know what you've been going through. I know what you've put together. I know what you went above and beyond to accomplish to make this happen. You know what I mean? So the fact that you're willing to go this far to help people, I really hope you guys take advantage of it, because my dog, High Demand Tez, the lifestyle coach, this is where you get him first. This is how you know him now, is really out here to help you. That's why I'm saying subscribe, man. You guys getting a lot of value for free. And if you stay a part of this community, you're going to level up in life.
No questions. So just stay tuned. A lot of value coming. And now, Chris, tell the people how, like, why 5-Star? There's so many. You were everywhere. You know, Chris, the DJ, matchmaker, now 5-Star. There's people out there like, this guy's a jack of all trades. Like, so what is Chris doing here at 5-Star Livestream now? How did Chris get here?
So, no, I am glad that you asked that question, man. I guess right now it's time to do the intros, yeah? Like we're introducing the real show. All right, so shout out to everybody, man. You guys know me as, if you were here in the very beginning, you might know me as Matchmaker Locals. And as a part of Matchmaker Locals, as someone that went out of his way to bring matchmaking into the podcasting community, I stuck with that name, bro. I became DJ Matchmaker out in Miami. And I guess you guys will either get the full story now or the full story soon about how Chris and Tez met up and how we got into the whole podcast sphere with the matchmaking thing. But right here, right now, and we're live. Your boy is known as someone that has put together community, put together brotherhoods, and right now, we put together 5-Star to help out the people. And man, I think I'm holding back a lot here, Tez, but if they stick around, we're gonna tell them everything, bro.
For sure, it's a rollout. This the first show. We gotta let them get warmed up. You get what I'm saying? And yeah, that's what it comes down to. But yeah, either way, we're helping the people, men, women. You know, so there's gonna be some entertainment in there, but you guys are gonna get some value. So stay tuned and just watch. We're here.
Well, shit, dude. Let's get into it. You know, I had told you one of the things that I want to do is focus on, because I have built brotherhoods and stuff, and I'll talk to you guys about that soon. But one of the things that I wanted to focus on is dating, and that's something that you and me have come together on a lot. You know, there's different aspects of dating. What do you think, or what do you know are like right here, right now, what men need to do to be better in the world of dating? What's going to level them up in the world of dating? And like, why are they having such a hard time in the world of dating? I know why, to some degree, because I've been around. But Tez, bro, tell them the truth.
Bro, it's the system, the propaganda. The guys are told to be girls, the girls are told to be guys, so that's the first thing, and they're believing it. Especially when you don't have a strong role model to tell you what is what. Next thing you know, you're listening to the government, and they're training you to be weak to benefit them, not yourself. I look at it like working a job. Your job's gonna tell you what's best for the job, not what's best for you. So a lot of time it's that oddball or the guy who's going against the grain that's getting real results at his job. So yeah, they're really building you or making you good for the system, not for yourself. So that's the first step. So you got to deprogram yourself by understanding you are a man, you are a woman, we are different, we behave certain ways, and we behave very different. And that's going to make you more compatible with your partner once you do find your partner. So, yeah.
Hey, man, that's big facts. Shout out to the technical difficulties going on here, but don't worry. Like, you guys are seeing the process. Me and Tez actually got a plan, but we decided, you know what? You hear all the value he's giving you right now? We're going to roll it all out today. We decided no excuses. Something you learn about Tez in fitness. No fucking excuses. Something you learn about Tez in the meals. No fucking excuses. Get that shit done, and that's exactly what we're doing here today. We came in. We have equipment coming in like tomorrow or like this week. We have a whole rollout coming in, and we decided, you know what, bro? Why are we waiting? We're here. We're live. We're ready to go. We got the mics. We got everything ready to go. Why are we waiting? Now, I like everything that you just said, man. There's a lot of propaganda going on. And I don't know what we can say on YouTube. I don't know what is allowed or not allowed. But what do they need to avoid in the propaganda to keep their life moving forward?
They need to avoid. There's a lot that they need to avoid. There's a lot. But, you know, first, we're gonna get there. We're gonna give them all the value. We're gonna give them fucking how to avoid the propaganda, how to get mental clarity, and be the best version of themselves, and finding the best partner. Because if you don't know what you want, how are you gonna attract anything the best for you? So what I want to do is, Chris, tell the people, like, who is Chris? Like, where does Chris come from? Tell us a little bit about Chris.
Appreciate that, man. About a year and 2 months to the day, you guys probably know me as Matchmaker from Fresh and Fit. Not right even before that, me and Tez actually were at the same live event with a bunch of familiar faces. You guys might know Wes Watson, The Crucible, Fresh and Fit themselves. You guys might know Dollar Cost Crypto. You guys might know a whole lot of people in that area, right?
Lados, Wes's boy, Lados.
Yeah. Yados, bro, shout out to Yados. Those are some positive motherfuckers.
Yeah, hell yeah.
If you guys don't like Wes Watson or Yados, we're not on the same mental sphere at all. And when I was out there, I got a chance to pitch Matchmaker, a show I had been working on that solves a lot of dating solutions. From that show, I went on Fresh and Fit and pitched how to be better in the world of dating and how to matchmake. Now, matchmaking removes one step out of the game. Before we, came up with that concept, me and Tez have came up with developing our cold approach skills for many, many years in the game. But for the people that don't have those cold approach skills, creating a show where people can come together and have disqualifications or qualifications in real time puts a very positive aura or a positive presence on dating itself and what people can take away from it and be better at or worse at it, but nonetheless sharpen their skills in dating. So I'm definitely best known for that. And then as soon as I moved out to Miami, which was like right after that, I'm also someone that had been a rapper for a long time, producer for a long time. And then I said, you know what, dude? All my DJ skills from college, all my DJ skills from over the years, and put it into becoming DJ Matchmaker. So that is also how I'm known. And in doing that, when I got a chance to bring all that out to FNF and you were there, they immediately launched a Brotherhood right after. And then from that, I was able to be a part of that process and nurture Brotherhoods and bring them into fruition. In the process of doing that, one of the things that I've decided to focus on, as my dog Heidemann Tez out here is focusing on capturing the masculine excellence and essence of development, something that I've decided to concentrate on because I've already gone down the road of putting together Brotherhoods is shaping better women and giving women the better skills at dating as well. So we can add that our entire repertoire of helping people get better. Because I'm going to tell you straight up, Tez, I'm sick and tired of seeing these dating stats in America, in Japan, in Russia, all over the world. Population decline is rising. And at this point, I'm thinking it's a code red. We got to do everything we can to get all these people out of this BS mindset, out of this I'm only selfish mindset, and get them back into dating. What do you say to that, brother?
Yeah, it's a lot. Like, dating's fucked. Guys are acting like bitches. Girls are acting like dudes. Everyone's confused. So first it starts with just getting mental clarity. Like, do you really know what you want? Like, or is someone telling you what you want? So you got to find out deep down, like, what is it that you actually want in the opposite gender? But yeah, everyone's fucked right now. Like, it's insane. People they're confused and they don't even know it.
They're confused and they don't even know it. Now, I think guys like you and myself, we clearly know what we want. People that know us know what we want. My fucking mother knows what I want, bro. Everybody that knows me knows what I want. And one of the things I'll say is that prior to this moment in life, if I ever wanted a girlfriend or a girl to spend time with or someone I wanted to have a companion with, if I set my mind to that girl and pursued that girl, I always ended up getting that girl. But the game has changed a little bit. Now it's as if there's a lot of obstacles in the way. I think one of the things that I'm seeing with men is that they either are confrontational at the idea of a girl, or they're not developed within themselves to even be attractive to a girl, or they're not willing to understand the obstacles they're going to overcome in dealing with women in the current day. Because if you don't understand the current dating market in 2025, Tez, tell them, bro. Trust me. You guys are about to understand it right now.
If you don't understand the dating market, you are fucked. You're going to get finessed. All your money is going to be gone. There's not going to be equal value exchange at all. What do I mean by that? Tez, what the fuck does an equal value exchange mean? That means the girl is milking you for everything and you're not getting anything in return. She might not even be fucking you. But first, let's go back a little bit. This is our first stream. There's someone watching out there like, who the fuck is 5-Star Livestream? What are they looking to accomplish? What are their goals? So Chris, break down in your words, what does 5-Star Livestream look like a year from now or down the road? What are we giving these people? What can they expect from 5-Star Livestream?
There's a whole lot of dating solutions, and I'm really glad that you asked me that, Tez, that I'm looking to get into. One, we're going to attack both genders, male and female, because there's only two genders, on how to be the best version of them.
There's only two genders? There's only two Whoa. Chris.
I know. I said it, guys. I said it. We're going to give them the skill sets that they need to be the best version of themselves, but there is a couple things that is different about us than any other show. With men, we want to build them to the hyper-masculine development that they can achieve, and we want to do this by putting them through rigorous obstacles. Let me fix that real quick. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we're going to put men through a lot of obstacles and just hardship. One thing I noticed growing up, when I had life easy, mom's at home, mom, make some fucking cookies. It's fucking 10 p.m. Have your mom make cookies, chilling, playing Xbox and shit. When life is easy as a man, you are just weak. Whether you know it or not, you're weak, you don't get it. So you need to go through hardship. You got to put yourself through shit that's going to make you strong. So that it's the old saying, we've all heard it before, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So you got to go through hard shit. Like, you have to. There's
that, and there's hyper-feminine development. I want to give women the skill sets that they need as someone who's had many girlfriends in life to understand what they need to be of service to, where they need to be feminine, where they need to tone down masculinity, where they need to be more accepting of what's in front of them, where they need to completely have a better understanding of their own standards, where they need to forego all the propaganda that's in their head, realize that they are the more submissive sex, and have a much better hold on how to choose a man with guidance as we develop a community structure. Now, the one thing that I'll say that makes me a little bit different, Tez, and tell me if you feel this way too, is that I have also always, people that have known me know that I've been a dater of multiple women. I like to date multiple women at the same time. And something that I like to put into this show here is anything in regards to people that like to date bigger than one girl at a time, based on mostly what I'd say a purity deficit. Now, if a girl has full purity, I might give her a different attention than a girl that has less purity. But overall, I think that we're going to talk about the purity war. How do you see that?
Yeah, purity is everything when it comes to women. That is her value, not her career. I don't give a fuck if she makes $1 million. If you make $1 million and you're a hoe, it means nothing. To me, at least. Now, if you're a virgin and you're broke, you are a millionaire in my eyes.
Woo! He's not lying, man.
You are a millionaire. So, ladies out there, I know the social media is telling you to be hoes, fucking show your body off, all that, be liberated. But that is not where you find happiness. Now, don't get me wrong. I will still fuck you. Like, I'm not saying I won't fuck you, but it's not where it's at. I'm trying to help you a little bit. So don't be a fucking slut out there, ladies.
No, don't be a slut, because the thing about purity is that purity sets the tone for the rest of a woman's life. If she has no purity, wants to be in pure feminism, go through the next 8 years of her life attacking the corporate ladder, and then fall off after that because she's not biologically built to attack the corporate ladder, what's going to happen? She's going to fall off. She's going to have no more purity, and then she's going to start being very masculine, antagonizing men, attacking men, having a low opinion of men, which she can do all that, but is at a detriment to herself. And because it's at a detriment to herself, I'm here to say I do not want women going through that. We're going to give you all the skills and development that you need to not go down that road. Let me put it like this, ladies. I'd prefer you to stay home and not go to college and do that after you have children than to go out into universities and to go get a career right after college and destroy your best years of your life. I mean, that is the extreme that I'm talking about. What do you think, Tez?
1000%. I mean, you turning into a dude by getting a career, focusing on your job, putting children on the back burner, you're really just turning into a man at that point. And I get it. Men are bitches out there. So you're like, well, I can't find a men to depend on. We're going to show you where to find strong men and how to find strong men that can provide and protect you. Because turning into a man as a woman, that's not where it's at. You're just going to end up 50, fucking lonely as shit. And who wants that, right? Who wants that? So we're going to help men out, help women out, and get this taken care of. So yeah, just stay tuned. We got a lot coming. You know, any questions, just hit the comments, send a chat in when the time is right. And yeah, we're helping you. Yeah,
we are helping you a lot. So there's a couple things that we got to have you guys do. You know, we got to get you to understand that you need to subscribe to the show. I don't know what kind of YouTube channels you're watching where you don't subscribe, but we need you to subscribe. I'm going to be tweeting a lot on Twitter, and so is Tez. So we need you to get on the 5-star Twitter. On top of that, we'll be coming to Twitch soon. We have that account reserved, so go ahead, and if you're an early subscriber to the 5-star Twitch, that'd be really, really important to us if you go ahead and show us some support and love in that community there. And then, of course, we have the 5-star live stream Instagram, where we need you guys to immediately get in on there and follow that account. Tez, but man, where can they get some like premium content before anybody else, bro? Like, where are they gonna get it?
We're dropping content on all those platforms. We're gonna be hitting you guys with content back to back consistently. So one thing, if you don't bet, if you don't gamble, place a fucking bet on 5-star live stream, because you're gonna win. You are gonna fucking win. So yeah, we're gonna be just releasing content and just helping people out, adding value. So feel free. This is a place where you can be open. If you want to make a fake page and send in questions, if you're afraid or embarrassed to ask, do that, because we're here to help. You know, we're human. We've been through a lot of shit. I've been through a lot of shit. So anything that you've gone through, 9 times out of 10, we can relate. If I can't, Chris can. Whether you're man, you know, or woman, we can help you out. So yeah, we're here to add value in any way.
Yeah, no, and there's a lot of cool things that we've developed for you guys already that are coming out soon. I mean, me and Tez don't like get on this screen without like having hours and hours and hours of development and conversations and developing the podcast and developing the show to bring you guys as much as we possibly can.
Yeah, definitely. And Yeah, we're putting in behind the scenes every day. We're coming up with new things to talk about. If you guys have any topics that you guys have been wanting to discuss, you can't talk to people at work, you can't talk to your friends, they're gonna look at you crazy, you can't talk to your family. Send in questions to our Instagram, to comment on our YouTube. We're gonna read all the comments. So we're here to answer all your questions and really bring you clarity. That way you can grow. Because if you're not growing, you're dying. So yeah, we're here to help you out. So yeah, feel free to ask anything. That's what we're here for. And like I said, I mean, we've been through it all with women. Finding the right friends, the right people to be around. Yeah, we've seen it all. I was a basketball player growing up, so coming from basketball to figuring out how girls operate, people operate, it's priceless. Once you have mental clarity, it's really priceless.
I'm glad that you're saying that, bro, because mental clarity is something that I see that when I speak to the younger kids from the Brotherhoods that we've dealt with, they don't have necessarily any clarity, any vision, any focus. So one of the things that I teach is vision boards and writing out your goals, right? So let's say for this live stream, your vision board as a male is to have beautiful woman or women, depending on how you roll. Shout out to the 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about that.
Shout out to the HDMI PS5. Shout out to bro on grilling. Fuck it.
Bro, Castillo, bro.
Shout out to you, bro.
Shout out to grilling, bro. We watch you in the UK, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And if I'm being honest, I think some of us got some UK girlfriends up in here, bro. You know what I'm saying? That might be the truth.
Hey, somebody in here. I don't know who, bro. I don't know who.
Woo! Hey, But clarity and focus is super important because when you have a vision board as a guy, I think you should have women, your cars, your credit score, your home, your future. Everything about your future should be on a wall, and you should play ball. You should have all that ready to go. And you should be looking at that every day, and you should be focusing on your goals and incrementally working on your goals to get there. As a woman, you should be having a hyper feminine focus. You should have your man on there. You should have people that are going to help you choose that man on there. You need to have that, ladies. You need to have community support in choosing a man. Trust me when I say, you women, all you ladies that know me, I'm telling you, you cannot do this on your own. You're not good at it. You don't know how to choose lunch. You don't know how to choose men. Get involved in the comments. Get involved in the community, and we will help you. Look at us as your brothers, fathers, uncles, friends. I don't give a shit how you look at us. Well, maybe not friends, but anything other than that. I don't care how you look at us.
Fuck y'all. No. We here for y'all.
We will help you get to where you're going. You need to have, your vision board needs to have kids on there. It needs to have prosperity. It needs to have wealth. It needs to have wisdom. It needs to have future development. It needs to have your man choosing that home that you guys are going to be in. And you guys got to understand that I'm telling you to overcome some hard shit because even housing markets right now are at an all-time high, crisis bubbles. And we're saying, fuck all that. We know it's hard. We're okay with it being hard. We want you to go through this challenge. So, when it comes to things like that, I tell Tez all the time, there's so many women on the earth. God created all of these women, but God never said it was going to be easy. Same with the homes. Same with the gas prices. All these homes are here. Nobody said it was going to be easy. You want a 5-star lifestyle. You got to log in and you got to subscribe and you got to talk to 5-star. We're going to guide you through the entire process. I mean, Tez, man, I think we're doing pretty good as brothers. We got ourselves all the way out here strictly to help them, right?
For sure, yeah, and we're just getting started. And a bell went off in my head when you were talking. When you think of people finding happiness, where do they go? They go to drugs. They go to the club. They're chasing dopamine. But true happiness as a man, it's in the serotonin. What does that mean? The long term. It's the process. Waking up early, doing hard shit every day that hurts, that's going to make you feel fulfilled. So stop chasing happiness. At one point, I was waking up asking myself, how do I feel? Do I feel happy? It's not a feeling that you're chasing. You want to set out tasks for yourself. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to do 10 hours of work, 8 hours of work today. I'm going to read. Do things that you don't want to do that make you feel fulfilled, not happy, fulfilled. Because happy is an emotion. Being fulfilled is based off standards or tasks that you set out for yourself. And as long as you complete those tasks, you will feel fulfilled. And you'll fuck being happy. That doesn't matter. So you got to go through hard shit. So that's where when you feel fulfilled, that's where you have more mental clarity. You're more aligned. Because when I'm doing the hard shit every day and I'm hitting those tasks, I feel amazing. When I feel fulfilled, and you just forget about feeling happy or sad. Because you get used to being so disciplined. Because you're doing the hard shit regardless of how you feel every day. You start to just not even put anything on how you feel or whatnot. It's just all based off just you getting those tasks done.
And I literally watch him live this lifestyle. I literally watch him fulfill what he's saying. I have watched Tez go in and read books all damn day. Tez, if you don't mind, take over from me real quick.
Yeah. And it's just about doing hard shit. And you know the crazy part is, Chris is handling the stuff down here in the back scenes, making sure we're straight. You guys can actually fucking see us and hear us on camera. But the crazy thing is, and I'm going to give it back to you in a minute, Chris, is everyone knows deep down what it is they need to do. It's that voice in your head. It's that voice.
It is that voice, and you need to be listening.
And as long as you listen to that voice deep down in your head, the voice that you don't want to listen to, the one that's telling you to wake the fuck up when your alarm goes off and get out of bed, it's that voice, not the one that's telling you to stay asleep in bed, tucked away, cuddled up with your girl. It's the one that's telling you to wake up, the one that's telling you to go to the gym, the one that's making you feel guilty about not doing the shit that you need to do. Once you start listening to that voice consistently over a long period of time, you're going to feel so much more fucking better.
And you men need to listen to Tez. I've seen him be up at 5 in the morning. I've seen him work his ass off all day. I've seen him read books all damn day. I've seen him go out of his way to help make men's lives better. So, like, there's a whole lot of authenticity here. And I like how you say don't concentrate on happiness, because I think that is a way to fail. And then I'm a little bit more of a drill sergeant mentality. I say fuck your feelings. You know, I say that a lot to people. I say, I don't give a fuck how you feel. I don't give a fuck how I feel. Shit got to get done. And if it wasn't for that mentality, I don't think we'd be here today in regards to the things that I've had to make happen in order to get from X to Y to Z. And, you know, I'm gonna see how you guys respond to that, because I think the fuck your feelings things, it works really well with men, and I really love that shit with the ladies too. I think, ladies, if there's one thing that I want you to know from the bottom of my heart, I don't give a fuck about your feelings at all. I do not care how you feel about anything. And the reason I don't give a fuck how you feel is because how you feel doesn't get the electricity bill paid. It doesn't get the rent paid. It doesn't make the relationship any damn better. Unless you feel like making a fucking sandwich, unless you feel like making your man's life better, unless you feel like making that vision board, fuck your feelings and get to the routine of life and be a little bit more logical and a little bit less about your fucking feelings, so we can get you further along in your goal set on where you need to go. Because to be quite honest, a bunch of fucking Karens and a bunch of feelings got us into a really bad place politically, and a really bad place economically, and a really, really bad place as a society. And we're done with that shit. We need to kind of move on from, you know, there's that saying that's been popular lately, weak men create hard times. Whatever stage of that we're in, we need to move into prosperity now. And we're only going to do that by having people concentrate on the future. What do you say to that, Tez?
Yeah, and 1,000%, it's fuck your feelings. That's one thing that I told myself. Anytime it was hard, I didn't want to do something, I didn't want to go to the gym, I would tell myself, fuck your feelings. So, yeah, not only, it sounds crazy when people say, when you hear fuck your feelings, but no, as a man, when you start to feel like when that bitch voice kicks in, tell yourself, fuck your feelings, I'm a man. Talk to yourself. You can say it out loud, say it in your head. Tell yourself that. And now with women, you touched on, Chris said, fuck women's feelings. The truth is, women don't want you to give a fuck about their feelings. Always do one thing I notice is always do the opposite of what your girl is telling you. Just lead her. Just lead her. Probably not like fuck your... Probably not like... You got to behave like fuck your feelings, but fuck her feelings, but always just take the lead with her. Take the lead.
100%, bro. Like, if that's why, again, the fuck your feelings things works really well with a militant mindset, because you're always in a leading mindset. You're always moving forward. You're always pushing towards victory through bullshit, through peril. You are moving forward no matter how you feel. And the last damn thing I could worry about is how a girl feels. And if that's going to deter me off my path, she needs to be able to attract those feelings. Shut the fuck up. make a goddamn sandwich and allow me to keep moving forward so I can bring us into victory. And if you don't trust me for that, get out of the goddamn house. We don't need you there.
1000%. And yeah, you have to lead a woman, because if you're so concerned about her feelings and how she feels, then the decisions that you make are simply based on her feelings, which means you're not leading anymore. So when you hear fuck your feelings, it sounds bad, but let's pull it back a layer. The guys who are so concerned about their women's feelings and how they feel all the time and trying to appease their girls' feelings, they're no longer a leader, because their decisions are being made based off of her feelings, which means she's dictating the relationship, which means it's not going to go anywhere but end, because her feelings are changing every fucking day. So be a leader, know how to lead a woman, take charge, and she's going to respect you for that, because deep down she knows her feelings are sporadic and they're everywhere. She needs a man that she can depend on and be that rock that her, Justin Waller says, be the rock that her waves of emotion crash into, to where you can set her straight, and the relationship will be good at that point. Once you lead a woman, she's gonna respect you, because so little men can do that nowadays that it's a dime a dozen. You're a diamond in the roof at that point.
Damn right. You need to be her foundation. If you don't have the basic principles as a man to be her foundation, then you as a man shouldn't be dating, shouldn't be married, shouldn't be in the game. If you started a family, you should pull the fuck out. You don't deserve that family anymore, because you cannot afford to not be the foundation 24 hours, 7 days a week, no matter how you feel. Which I'll say, for the masculine gender, the men are more likely to go through suffering and endure suffering. That's great. But I got to say, Dantes, in the process of matchmaking, your boy DJ Matchmaker has come to find out there is a lot of valid claims from the ladies. Sometimes when they're talking on podcasts, they can't articulate it right. They can't speak what they're feeling the right way. They can't speak what they're going through the right way. But I have encountered women that do date men that are absolutely shitty. And what I mean by that is I've encountered women that are dating men because they cannot choose men the right way, that are feeling-based men that are in too deeply with their feelings, and they're not aspiring to be men that wake up at 5 a.m. and read books or get shit done. They're aspiring to get comfortable to have sex with women. And in this process of having more sex and becoming more comfortable, what I'm seeing is kind of like a hybrid of a half emotional man, half unaccomplished man that wants to act hard. And I think that's kind of an American trope right now that we're experiencing, is that we have like men that know how to talk the role but aren't like fortified enough to, or have the interpersonal development enough to substantiate the goal. Tell me what you're thinking on that. Are these women's claims accurate in that department?
1,000%. Because first, there are men who understand all this shit, but they don't know how to act this way. They don't know how to behave. It's like you can understand all this shit about men and women, but you still act like a bitch. You still walk around here. You have no presence, no aura, what they would say. So it doesn't even matter if you understand men and women. Now, as far as women wanting like a half man, half kind of guy that acts like a bitch, it's because they can really have it all with that. You get a man, you get his energy, and he also lets you do what he wants, whatever you want. So, yeah, it's women, they're like, why would I get with the guy who's going to have boundaries, which is insecure and toxic nowadays, when I can get with a halfway simp to where he still pays for everything, he takes me on dates, and also I get to do whatever I want. He has no boundaries. So that's why they want to be with the guy who's a half man and a half simp, because they benefit from that. Which, hey, if you get it all with that, do what you got to do. But they end up not respecting those guys because they're bitches. So you got to find a girl who's going to get on your program and lead. None of that 50-50 shit that everyone's preaching. Be a fucking man, lead her all the way, and you guys will be fine. And
you know what? If the man does retract his initial way of leading the relationship into the 50-50 thing, there's multiple ways to do that. It might not just be monetarily. You are effectively going 50-50 with a girl if you're like an emotional guy. So if you're leaning in towards your feelings, causing you to have a more feminine result or a feminine output in your dating, that would also lead me to say that you are now making yourself so emotional and emotionally available to her that she's kind of able to lean into you, where she will naturally become more masculine because the dude is getting more into his feelings and not fulfilling his masculine duty. That's also a form of 50-50 that I think is bullshit. Men need to stay away from like the plague.
Yeah, and yeah, you can go, I wouldn't say 50-50, but put your girl to work. You can pay for all the dates, pay for everything. She doesn't have to come out of pocket. And if she does, great. But 9 times out of 10, you pay. Now, put your girl to work. Make her clean the dishes. Make her cook. And when I say make her, let her know that she has to do this shit, so that way she has some skin in the game. She's being put to work, because she's gonna enjoy serving you. A lot of guys, you want to be self-sufficient. You want to do everything. It's like, no, I got this all under control, baby. But let her come in. Let her clean your room. Let her do your laundry, wash the dishes, put her to the work. She's gonna respect that and appreciate it. So it's okay, guys. I know we want to be men and we want to do everything. No, babe, I got everything under control. But no, let her put her to work a little bit. That way she has some skin in the game, and she's gonna appreciate everything way more. And also, now you're getting a return on your investment outside of sex, because sex is not enough. If you're taking a girl on dates, spending all this money, and all you're getting is sex in return, and you're okay with that, you're a bitch. It's not enough. So put her to work outside of sex, and she'll appreciate it.
100%, bro. Literally, if you gotta understand, God literally made women as your helper. If you don't have her putting in the initial investment of doing work around the house, if she isn't working to make your life better, that is not a woman. That's a girl who's a part of a sex party, who's going off onto some other guy, and who put no initial blood, sweat, and tears investment in you. And if she didn't put any love and investment into you, you are effectively with somebody who does not really see you as. And this is a big thing, Tez. How many girls are with guys, but they don't see that guy as the guy that they're going to get pregnant by, but they're dating him, wasting years of his life. But they know for damn sure they're not marrying him, getting pregnant, none of that.
Yeah, a lot of you guys are what we call placeholder boyfriends. Your girl's just with you because you were the best option at the time. You were the one who gave her the commitment the quickest, and so she's with you. If something better comes along, then she's going to leave you. That's why she's disrespecting you. Deep down, you know your girl doesn't like you. When she disrespects you and it hurts you inside, you don't say anything, that's her telling you that she doesn't respect you and she doesn't want to be with you. So giving out relationships like they're nothing is giving out a relationship this is what guys do. They give out relationships to girls just so they have consistent sex. And those girls are the same ones that cheat on those guys. So you know you're not ready to be in a relationship. You know your money's not right. You know you're not in shape like you want to be. So don't be in a fucking relationship just to get consistent sex, because that girl is the same girl that's going to cheat on you. So since your intentions weren't pure when you got in that relationship because all you wanted was sex, now that shit's going to backfire and you're going to get cheated on because you're not really that fucking guy. And I do want to touch on when we were talking about putting your girl doing tasks for you, her working for you. It's your job to put her to work. So give her tasks. She's not just going to come in. Yes, that'd be great if she just came in and started working for you, but it's 2025. These girls are not going to come in and work for you 9 times out of 10. So put her to work, give her tasks, leave shit around the house for her to do, and you guys will have a lot better relationship.
And don't refuse service from the girl. Like, if the girl goes out of her way naturally to instinctually say, oh, do you want water? Oh, can I bring you this? Oh, do you want me to pick something up at CVS for you? Oh, can I help you? Say yes every single time. Even though you're trained, even though in your mind you're self-sufficient, even though you think that you're wooing her or wowing her or being effectively the best host to her, or if you're showing the most hospitality to her, or being super hospitable in all of your nature towards her, you are a bitch. You're literally you're shooting yourself in the foot, because the girl's natural mating instinct is to fall in love with you through doing services for you. And if you're rejecting her natural feminine need to service you, you are effectively a dumbass. You don't understand women. You don't understand how they operate. You don't understand what you're doing. You don't understand your frame. You don't understand ideology. You have no idea how to lead this girl. Look, Tez, let me handle that real quick. But as he was saying, I've been on the receiving end of the girl leaving the guy because the guy has no idea how to handle that girl. Specifically on what you're saying.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, put her to work and accept it. If she wants to do something for you, take that. Take that from her. I've been there. You want to do everything, you want to get everything done, but that's her showing she cares. And if she has no room you're giving her no room to come in and add value, then she's not going to appreciate you, respect you as much. So, let her come in and do things for you and take care of you a little bit.
Yeah, how can she respect you if you give her everything up front? That's another thing the guys do. They're giving up all of their ability to have the girl. Therefore, they don't make the girl work for that stuff. Therefore, they're like, bro, imagine if you came into life at 25 years old and the car dealership gave you the cars, gave you the gas, gave you the tires, gave you the insurance, gave you fucking everything. Why would you need to go back? You know what I mean?
I'm gone. That car's gone. I'm out of here.
And that's why for my women specifically, I have Tez vet out my chicks no matter what. No matter how good I think I got the girl, no matter how much I think I'm unlocked, no matter how much I've ran game on her, no matter how many times we've been together in that way, no matter how many times we've done XYZ, I still have my dog vet her out as I vet her out, and vice versa. Vetting out the chick is everything. If you're not vetting these chicks, you might end up wasting time with a girl who for damn sure ain't going to put in no time or investment to work with you. And if you're in that state of being around a girl and you've got those rosy colored glasses on and you've just been having sex with her or talking to her or having fun with her, but you in and of yourself can't see that she is not good for the initial investment towards your future, and as a man you should only be concentrating on your future if you're talking to a girl, you're fucked. Don't do that. You need to have a homie that's going to vet out your girls with you. That's bro, talk about brotherhood, bro. Let them know. They need a homie, bro.
Yeah, vet out the girls. And what does that mean for guys? There's a guy listening what the fuck does he mean by vet out a girl? That means spend time with her. Look at her behaviors. Evaluate her as a person, her character. See how her relationship is with her parents, her mom, her dad. That way you can see over time if she's worth actually committing to and getting your resources. Because a lot of guys are just giving their resources up front just for sex or because the girl's hot. And that's why they get burnt at the end of the day. Or that's why the divorce rates are, 50%? It's crazy. So by vetting her out, what Chris is saying is, for the guys who don't know what vet means, is find out if she's worth it or not. Give it time, 6 months, a year. Spend time with her to find out if she's actually can be an asset to you rather than a liability. Because most of these girls are liabilities because these guys never took the time to vet them out, and they're with the liability the whole time just for sex. So, like I said, don't be okay with just spending all this money and time just for sex. It's not worth it.
And you know what? At this time in life, in 2025, baby, just like we promised you we talk about, you need to be able to vet out how she treats her body, because your initial investment is in that girl's body. And you need to be able to vet out how she treats her social media. Because 9 times out of 10, bro, even that girl that I was dating at the last place that we were, since she
Which one,
walked
bro?
out of
Which one?
The one from Cali, bro. The one from Cali.
Okay.
I've seen her social media. As soon as she got to Miami, she started changing up everything, man. All of a sudden, she's that hot shit. She's that hot mamacita. Her body is all over them stories, dancing and being all sexy and available on some Instagram account that never, ever, ever had dope shit going on for it. But she touched down there and she started changing up everything. Location matters when you're dating, and how people treat their location, their environment, their reputation, their body, and their social media. Women specifically, that matters a lot. That is a part of the vetting process, my boy. Now, Tez was also touching on very important things. What is her relationship with her friends, her family, mostly her dad? Let's just be honest. It got to be a good relationship.
Yeah, her
with
dad.
father.
Yeah, if her relationship with her dad is bad, that's one thing I told myself. If she doesn't have if her parents aren't married and she doesn't have a strong dad, I will not take her serious.
Facts.
I will not take her serious at all.
That's the truth.
She'd have to be some cold ass exception, but no, she has to have a good relationship with her dad, and her parents have to be married. Why is that? Like, Tez, what the fuck? Like, that's so fucking crazy. Why does her parents have to be married? Because being divorced or out of a relationship is not normal to her. She's known her whole life. She's seen her parents together. So anything outside of that, it's not normal. So she's less susceptible to leave you because her parents have been together versus a girl she's seen her mom divorced once or two times. So she's used to having two different households. To her, it's nothing. Sure, I'm going to leave him. I've seen this before. My parents, I grew up this way. That's normal to me. Versus a girl whose parents have been together her whole life. It's not normal to live in two different households. So when I say her parents have to be married, it's because in her head, psychologically, whether she's aware of it or not, it's not normal to have two separate households because she's seen her whole life that her parents are together. And I like that because that means my relationship with her is better. It's had a better chance of standing the test of time because that's all she knows is her parents together.
Now, even though you're watching the 5-star live stream and you're watching me and Tez talk about masculine development and feminine selection, something I'd have you know is me and Tez operate on a very high level in order to get through where we need to get through in life. So we go out of our way to read books, we go out of our way to have experiences, and we go out of our way to be very effective and efficient for the show. But 9 times out of 10, the person that you are dating is a very simple or average person. I hate to say it, but if you don't understand that now. And average people, 9 times out of 10, kind of copy the way that they saw things in their environment. So, for example, when he says that if the girl didn't see a strong masculine presence in a father, there is a high likelihood that because she is an average person and she's not special and she's not above any of your stupid standards, she took the characteristics and the traits from her mom being vindictive or shallow or hateful or outright just a hater of men, like men ain't shit type of mentality. And because she's copying that behavior, she has that behavior whether or not she displays it up front, which is why you need to be able to vet that out quickly. And if she has that behavior and you're not able to pick that up within seconds of meeting this girl, and when I mean seconds, like if you walked into her house and you couldn't figure that out quickly, you failed. You failed your own vetting strategy. And that's, if you can't pick it up within seconds, you'll be able to do that with 5-star. Get in our community, which is coming soon. I know I'm speaking about it early, Tez. But get involved. Get involved with us. Start subscribing. Start watching the show. Watch for our calendars. Watch for our tweets. Watch for the value that we're getting you. We will teach you how to determine the type of women that you need to be involving yourself with. And if you understand these characteristics, you will be able to filter out trash women easily. Trash dating selections easily. Trust me, your boy Matchmaker will guide you to the promised land, and it's not going to include no trash women.
For sure, 1,000%. And that's why it's good to have experience with multiple women. Get out there and date and get experience. It's not about, I know there's guys, no, I don't want to be fucking these hoes. I want to be a virgin. The first girl I fuck, I want to marry her. You are going to get ramsacked. You're going to get taken advantage of. You got to go get experience. That way you can actually see and be able to realize which girls are worth it and which ones aren't. Because without the experience, the first time you get some good-ass pussy, you're going to wife her. Look up 5 years, you have a kid and you're divorced, you're paying her child support, all type of shit. People don't realize how important this shit is until they're divorced and they're paying child support or some fucked up shit has happened. And then they realize, they're like, where did I go wrong? It's these little small steps before. Having experience with multiple women, getting out there and dating. That way you realize what's good and what's not good. Making sure her dad's in her house, seeing her friends. All these little things, they're just going to increase your chances of having a better relationship, longer relationship with her. So you're never going to be at 100%. You're never going to be guaranteed, no matter all the shit you do, there's never a guarantee that it's going to 100% work out. But by doing these simple things like having experience with multiple women, making sure she has a good relationship with their parents, making sure she has good friends, you're increasing your chances. You're at 80%, 85%, 90%. Yes, there's still that chance that you get that there's a divorce. Yes, there's still a chance she does some fuck shit. Because ultimately, her decisions are based on her emotions, and emotions are never consistent. So by doing these things, you're increasing your chances of it working out for you. So yeah, and I know it's the ugly truth. There's guys out there, no, it's you're ruining my fantasy, Tez. It's not supposed to be this way. I'm not supposed to know these scary truths. This is reality. If you shy away from this shit, you act like it's not there. Next thing you know, it's gonna wake you up out of your sleep, and you're gonna be fucking devastated. You're gonna be like, what the fuck just happened? It's because you refused. You ignored the red flags. You ignored the shit that you should have been looking at. And now you're just in a world of fucking all types of trouble. So, yeah, it's important. It's important. And it's about finding the right information out there. Just the truth. Finding the truth. Wherever you go, just find the truth, and you won't be able to lose. But if you're out there just wifing girls just for sex, do not do that. It is start dating more, putting yourself out there more. That way, the more sex you get, the less it means to you, and the more you start looking into other things with the girl. You know, can she cook? Can she clean? Is she feminine? Is she docile? That shit starts to matter more the more sex you get. The more sex you get, the less you start to care about it.
Yo, 100%. I'm about to go into that, but yo, right now, real quick, shout out to Big Mo, bro. That he just hit us up about this live stream. Shout out to you, Big Mo, man. I appreciate the little bit of advice that you were giving us, and I'm gonna show that to Tez after the stream, man. Tez been saying something similar, so I fuck with that.
Yeah, shout out to Big fucking Mo. Shout out to Big Mo. I met Big Mo once at a get together we had at the it's like to Miami or some shit. But watching Big Mo for years now, I can feel his energy through the camera. Everyone knows he's a fucking good ass, great guy, someone you want in your corner. So yeah, sometimes you don't have to be buddy with somebody to know that they're not a good person or not. So shout out to you, Big Mo.
100%. You know what? I'm gonna shout him out on Instagram too. Yo, shout out to Big Mo, bruv. I mess with that advice. I got my phone over there, so I didn't see that till earlier. But yeah, bro, shout out to, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Mo.
B-I-G-T or B-I-G-W-T-W. Shout out to you, Mo. Big Mo, not the little one. We're going to be the little one soon, but shout out to you, Big Mo.
Bro, shout out to Big Mo. I literally was just eating with him, bro. We had a great-ass dinner, bro. You recommended the best food. Shout out to you, bro. We showing you mad love all throughout this stream. And, yeah, we getting into it now. It's 100%. This is the truth. We're going all the way. We're live right now, and we're having a lot of fun, bro. A lot of love to you, Mo. We gonna need some advice, bro.
Sure.
But like, I wanted to touch on what Tez was just saying, and I was gonna tie it back to virginity, right? Virginity literally applies to women alone and never men. If you are a man and you haven't had sex before, you have an unused dick. If you're a girl, literally only human women created by God. If you're an atheist, fuck you, get out of here. I don't even care if you procreate. Women only. There's only virginity that pertains to them. So if they preserve that, there's two ways that this goes. If you're a man and you want one girl and she's a virgin, you can give a lot of attention to her, but you also need to train her. And I am aware of a couple guys that have had very successful relationships like that. Then if you're a guy that likes multiple girls, 9 times out of 10, the girl who's preserved her purity is going to have a higher position within the household if you're doing a multiple woman format. However, your ability to vet these women out is everything, and it's the same for the women, bro. Your ability to choose a man is everything. I cannot tell you how many girls are choosing the bad boy, but they cannot identify Prince Charming. Shout out to Homath, man. He really makes that stuff clear and easy. If you guys don't understand him, that sucks for you, but me and Tez are here, and we're going to explain it to you, right? What I'm seeing is girls that choose guys that have literally no idea, or not even the idea, no intention of moving forward in a relationship, but they like that guy. So they always end up throwing themselves out. So you wake up in the day, get up out of bed to go put yourself in front of a guy and be with him intimately as he's throwing you out the door because he didn't care about you to begin with. Now that might be funny on TV, that might be funny on YouTube, that might be funny in movies, but that ain't funny when it's your real life. And if you want to live a life like that because you're only attracted to bad boys, man, or you don't know how to identify who should not be in the friend zone, or you don't know who shouldn't be your man, your knight in shining armor, you need to stick to 5-star, ladies. We will guide you into a perfect relationship with a guy who is actually well off for you. There's even content that me and Tez have coming in the future where we will sit down and talk about this with people who are entering relationships. But hey, man, that's in the future. You're gonna have to subscribe to see that coming soon.
For sure. Stay tuned. And I want to break it down, like the bad boy, because I like to peel it back later. Like, why is this even a thing? Like, why do girls? We all heard the nice guys finish last. Girls like bad boys. Now, why do they like bad boys? Because right now, girls, they're fighting their biological makeup versus modern times. Their biological makeup years ago, thousands of years ago, they needed a bad boy. They needed someone who's going to go out there, kill animals, potentially kill other men to make sure they survive and they can eat and fend for themselves. So that's why they're hardwired to bad boys. They like bad boys because in thousands of years ago, they needed a bad boy to survive. That nice tech guy, that modern today nice tech guy, he wasn't capable of going out and killing lions and fending for himself or protecting his wife, his village from other men, because he's just corny, little, small. So that's why they're attracted to bad boys, because that's how they survived back in the day, where you had to go out and hunt. Now, in today's world, they don't need bad guys as much. That's why it's easier to get with the nerd, someone who doesn't have those bad boy instincts. But when you see girls, you're like, why does she keep going for this bad boy? It doesn't make sense to me. Because biologically, she's hardwired. She's made to like bad boys because that's how they survived back in the day. So girls are fighting this. They have a fight with themselves inside. Like, I'm biologically hardwired to want a bad guy, but it's 2025. We have fucking Publix. We can go to Publix and go eat it. I don't need to go kill someone. So let me marry that tech guy, that guy's in tech, and I'm just going to fuck the bad boy on the side. So they're fighting their biological makeup. They're fighting their biological makeup with modern day times. That's why a lot of times they have that tech guy who's making a couple $100,000 a year, and then on the side they're fucking the bad boy. So that's give you guys that breakdown, because it's good to know that clarity. At least for me, I like to know the peel it a layer back, like just why. So it makes more sense. So when you see it.
And then to add to what Tez is saying, on the complementary side of that, we have men that are traditionally hardwired to give all their love and kindness and happiness and cheerfulness and softness to women up front that do not deserve that whatsoever. Now, that biological hardwiring may have worked in the 1950s, may have even worked 100 years earlier than that. Maybe it worked in the 1850s. Maybe it always damn near worked before this time now. But I'll say this. If you give a girl all that up front, all that love and abundance and cherishfulness, and put her on a pedestal and treat her like a wife before she's even a wife, and start writing her notes when she doesn't even deserve that from you, unfortunately, you're going to get disrespected into Kingdom Come. You are going to be blown out of the dating sphere. You are going to get train wrecked, because the women that you're proposing this behavior to, 9 times out of 10, as the guy watching this, you probably don't know how to select for a woman the right way. Maybe you see a pretty girl, and hopefully you talk to, I don't even know if they're cold approaching anymore, but they're talking to the girl. Maybe they swiped and met her online. Maybe they met her on Instagram. But you're talking to a girl and you're giving her everything up front as if she is the one that you are going to end up with ultimately. But when you flip the script, and me and Tess talk about this all the time, you're actually going to get nowhere with that girl. But ironically, when you're learning what women respond to, you're going to end up in a situation where you find out that being very brash, very disrespectful, very serious, very strong, very stern, very masculine, very manly, get your ass in the kitchen, go to work or get out type mentality, type behavior might 9 times out of 10 be what that same girl more effectively responds to, which ultimately raises the bar for dating. If on one side Tez is telling you that as a woman you need to be able to select who's going to be in the provider frame and give you a good relationship, and in the feminine frame in the masculine frame, you're going to decide what woman you're going to give your attention to. Ultimately, these characteristics, these behaviors, and this style of dating is going to get you into the promised land, baby. You will have an effective relationship if you stick to the virtues that we were just talking about. Get yourself a house, get yourself a home, get yourself a car, put all these vision boards together, put your intention behind it, visualize the partner that you want, and then combine yourselves with the real dating skills that it takes to start a family. We will have economic prosperity and wealth flourishing through America, with or without politicians, with or without statisticians, with or without the bullshit that we're consuming in the news every day, or with or without podcasts that may or may not be leading you down the right path. You guys will single-handedly accomplish the skill sets necessary to achieve a prosperous life.
1,000%. And when I say, going back, when I said they want bad guys, and they modern day, they're okay with tech guys because they don't need to go hunt and survive. In today's world, they don't need to hunt. They can just go to the grocery store and go get groceries. So it's like a guy might be thinking, well, Tez, what the fuck do I do? They want a bad boy, but then they don't need him. They can get the tech guy now. They don't have to go out and hunt. The truth is, the bottom line is, as a man, you have to be everything. You have to be the bad boy. You have to know when to be chill it back a little bit and be kind of chill. Not a nice guy, but be more, be able to give her more comfort. So you have to be that guy and also be the bad boy. That way she's getting it all in one. Most guys are either leaning far one way or far the other. They're not both. So know how to really be that guy who she's like, fuck, he might do some crazy nut shit. I don't know about him. But also like, dang, he's actually really, he's kind of a gentleman. Like he's both. He's interesting. This guy's different. So if you can be both those things in one, be the bad guy and the guy who she can be a little comfortable around. Shout out to Future. Not too comfortable, bitch, but she could, chill back. So
bitch, don't get too comfortable.
Don't let her get too comfortable, but let her know like, hey, this motherfucker he'll fuck some. He's crazy. He'll fuck some shit up. So be that guy. And be the chill.
And Future, some of the girls that I know too, man. You're invited on this show any day of the week.
Shout out to Future. Shout out to him.
Know what I'm saying? Yo, 5 Star does have a special place for musicians. I'd like you guys to see how people in the music industry date versus how people in the professional field date versus how they interpret the world. For your better interpretation of the world to get yourself in a winning position and live a 5-star lifestyle.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, man. This was a good first stream. Many more to come. Yeah, you guys are gonna see us, so stay tuned, and we're out here, bro. Any questions, comment, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Rumble. We're everywhere. 5-star live stream. Let's get it.
Let's get it. And I think you guys got a pretty solid idea of some of the tenements, bullet points, and things that we're gonna be talking about. We've broken it down in some pretty solid pillars. And you have a pretty good understanding of how to navigate 5-star, but I promise you, the more you stick around, this is going to be a live stream unlike any other, brother.
And if you don't stick around, you'll fucking see us because we will be everywhere. So we're fucking here. We're not going anywhere. We're right here to stay. Let's get it.
This is what we do. We do not stop. Shout out to Big Mo. He just hit like on the story that we just shouted him out on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we bringing you on here, Big Brother Mo. And, for all the ladies that are coming on too, that are showing love on the Instagram, shout out to each and every one of you girlies. I know that some of you are watching right now. And then on top of that, yeah, you guys are going to have to see what's coming soon, man. I can't even give it all away. Yeah. Subscribe.
Stay tuned. We come. I'm not going to say, just stay tuned. If you sleep, we going to wake your ass up. Let's get it.
We going to wake your ass up.
Let's go. We out. 5-star. Let's go.